of women threaten to take her husband after she threatened divorce. Oh, this gotta be good. This gotta be so good. By Taylor the Feed channel. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's watch it.
There's not a single thing about my husband in and of himself that I do not love.
Are you for
Oh yeah, thanks YouTube. Thank you very much.
real?
Of course you will do
You're throwing
that.
a good man away and your family away, and for what? What could you possibly need out there? What are you searching for? Are you bored? You don't just throw a good man like that away. I'm sorry, no. And to put this on the internet, that is completely insane to me. The only thing you're going to regret in 10 years' time is looking back and leaving your husband because you were bored.
That's all that modern divorces really are. Women who get with good men, start families, and then get bored
Yeah.
over not being able to party like they did over a decade ago. Most of these women never should have gotten married in the first place.
I'm always impressed how they seem to not have like even a 15-second thought would be enough for you to realize that this is not worth it, that is bullshit, and it's the huge stupidity that the biggest one of her entire life that she is already ready to do, and something that we would any normal, I wouldn't even say normal person, because the Overton window of what is normal nowadays is very much uncanny. So yeah, below normal, I guess. Yeah, things are pretty nasty and terrible nowadays, aren't they? Yeah, but I think you guys understood me. Like, I think any of us here, me and you guys, my dear foxlings on the audience, in 50-second thoughts, you guys wouldn't know that this is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. And I'm not saying just for like thinking about the other self, because these people are narcissistic. They are not capable of thinking about others. They are only able of thinking about themselves. But even for herself, it's not a good idea. If she, even if she's a full egocentric person that only thinks about herself 24/7, this is still not a good idea. I would not even say in the long term. On the long term, like most of times, oftentimes they reap that very sooner than expected. I would not even say midterm, because sometimes it's really early. It's really that early. So no, not a good idea. But these people, I mean, it's like I like to say, there was a philosopher here in my country that is now, it's now dead, like for some years already, a few years already. I don't remember the year the guy died, but he used to say that the evil, so it's not the same, okay, because it's in my country language. I don't know how it's in English, but something like the evil and the stupidity walk hand in hand, you know. So that's it. It's like evil people are just stupid as well. They are dumb. That's why they are evil, because they are dumb. Because you cannot be evil without being dumb. You have to be dumb to be evil. That's it. I think they really walk hand in hand.
You didn't need to put this on the internet. You could have talked to your girlfriends, your family, your husband, a counselor.
This is making me hungry.
You're looking for validation, but you ain't going to find it on the internet. You're not going to find it on TikTok, because nobody in their right mind is going to agree with you. I feel so sorry for your husband and your family that you did this. Like, how embarrassing would that be? Actually, it's embarrassing for you. It's not embarrassing for him, because he is obviously the perfect man and the perfect husband.
It shouldn't be. That's the point. It shouldn't be like a shame for him, but for her. But this society of ours is so disturbed that it's so disturbed that the men that are betrayed, like that are cheated on, are badly seen by the others. You know, the people that are trade off on these quote unquote deals that these women find out, they are like their ex-husbands. You know, they are always put it somehow on shame when the fault should be all her. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like 80% of divorce are women asking. So the answer is already there. Like, it's not their fault, clearly. Of course, they always make up any possible excuses to, I mean, we all know how this is. I think we are near end 2025. I think we all know already how these things works, right? So yeah, it's not worth explaining further, or this will be too big.
And you're throwing that away for what?
Imagine being a loving husband and a dedicated
For
father
what?
and
For an
finding out that your
adventure?
wife is
For
telling
risky?
the internet that she wants to divorce you. That's not only humiliating, it's downright disrespectful. Yo, what is going on, guys? Got
I
a
want a
video
nice
for you here
intro
today
too.
from Dating Right titled Thousands of Women Threaten to Take Her Husband After She Brought Up Divorce. If she's trying to divorce a good guy, then nobody can blame the women. Now, today's video was suggested to me by Hadan the Mummy, so don't forget to subscribe to
don't
both
tell
of
him.
their channels, and let's jump right into it.
And I wanted a divorce. There is not a single thing about my husband in and of himself that I do not love.
I know I'm late to the party because most of you have seen that video, but this is Camille, and this is her
I
video
didn't.
basically announcing that she doesn't want to be with her husband anymore. A man who is seemingly perfect, and she admits that herself, as you have seen.
I feel like I have been searching for something in my relationship that we don't have for the whole time we've been married, which has been 10 years.
She doesn't even know what she's looking for. That's because she's looking for red flags to
And what is the craziest thing is that she'll divorce, or at this point already have. I don't know her situation, but she will do that and will engage in another affair or relation or whatever the fuck it is, or I don't know, marriage or whatever it is, and still not know exactly what she's looking for. Just looking by feelings, like she's not trying to think about what she actually wants. She just wanna feel. But the thing about feelings is that, the chemicals, the quote-unquote chemicals, is that they end. And she will keep moving on and moving on and moving on, like never knowing what it's about, why this is happening with her, why she's unhappy, and all this stuff. And the more you see what is more sick in all of this is the more that she does that, the more fast these chemicals, the more fast these feelings, this stuff that she must feel in order to stay in a relationship with someone, the more fastly they will vanish, and more fast, and she will never ever be able to stay with someone in a healthy relationship. And each new relation that she's gonna have will be a bit more worse, because that's how it is. We were not made for all this, all of this stupidity, all of this insanity, all of this, for lack of better words, take this, as I said, or name it another thing that you can come up with.
justify leaving her husband, but the red flags aren't there because he's genuinely a good guy.
You are a fundamentally self-absorbed and shallow person who would inflict untold pain and suffering on other human beings just because you're bored and want to feel something.
Guys, I'm pretty sure you all have heard about that woman
Exactly.
who wanted to leave her husband for no reason. And when she posted it, her video
No, let me read this. He's too good for her. He deserves better. Dan, he deserves better. He deserves better. Oh my god, he's so doomed. He deserves someone who actually loves him. Poor guy. That's your husband? Girl, he's fine. Work it out. She's doomed already.
went viral. Everybody was talking about it. And even to this
And you guys may not know, but this has such a humongous, absurd, impact on her psyche. I don't know how to say psyche. Or her psyche, that you guys have no idea how the impact of what a woman have on your opinion towards something when you're a woman. Like, you have no idea how strong that shit is. It's so hard to go against that. Like, it's not like it's not that impossible, but it's something that you have to train, you know? It's really difficult. It's more complicated than it seems. It's I don't know how to describe it. Really. It's complicated.
Today, she is still receiving a lot of backlash from this. And to be honest, I was actually shocked to see a lot of women speaking out against her. I thought
Notice that she's in her own world in these videos, headphones in, and his with the kids. This man gotta run and keep running. Run away far and fast and never ever look back. This smartest things that he can do at this stage. He deserves better. Now he's the one staying for the kids. Damn, small kids too, all sad. Yeah, and what it leads me most amazing, like what makes me more amazed most of the time is that the kids are always in the final end of this situation. Like they never think about the kids, it's always themselves. It's amazing how the kids just disappear and they are just reminded of when you're in front of a judge or something and you're fighting for child support or stuff like that, you know? Then those are reminded, but only then in this given situation. Otherwise, no one cares. Like really, like that's the truth. That is sad. That is sad, and I've seen that happening a lot nowadays, and it's sad, but it's true. Like, both men and women, they do not care about their own kids anymore, like they were supposed to. Like things were, like back then in the past. That this is not for the majority. And I can see that pretty much clear in my country. Like it's very crystal clear here.
the sisterhood would defend her.
Even when a guy does everything right, for women like this, it's never good enough. Unless she feels like her life is a movie, then it's his fault, and the only way for her to be happy is to destroy everything.
I'm a pretty open.
So when I say women have no idea how to take accountability, this right here, she is the perfect example. Now, is it okay to divorce somebody who is not good for your life, who is not good for your mental health? Absolutely. But if you watch this woman's video, she does nothing but talk about how amazing her soon-to-be ex-husband is, that she loves him, he's a wonderful dad, he's a great provider, but there's just something missing.
The quote-unquote something missing here is her desire to go out and have fun, to be free of the responsibilities of marriage while also ignoring the responsibilities of being a mother.
You know, this is the point when we diverge like a lot. Like women tend to don't like routines and men like routines, and that's a huge difference.
I can't tell you how frustrated I was. I was so frustrated watching this entire video. But no, she's serious. She wants to divorce him because there's something that is missing in their marriage that has been missing the entire time. Ma'am, if you're telling me, if what you're saying is true, that this man is so amazing and you love him so much, but there's something missing, it's missing inside you. Hello.
Exactly. She like hit the whole point of the thing. So if something is missing, is entirely on her. Like it's simple as that.
Blaming her husband is a convenient excuse. She's not happy in the relationship, and even though she claims that he's the perfect,
if she knows and says that the guy is perfect, like all that perfect, like she says, like she states all the time. If the guy is like that, then why she thinks that she has to leave him and find someone better if she knows that she would not find someone better? Is because probably she's only needing some adventures, and then she will probably repent and try to look back and go back to her previous relationship, even more when she realized that probably the next upcoming relationship that she's gonna engage with would not be near the same as the previous one, because people like this guy, if everyone is calling like that, is saying like that, like probably is gonna be very, very much hard to find again. So she will probably not gonna hit the jackpot twice. Even more after like show herself on the internet and you can bet that she would not find another person like him. And also, she made a huge, like an absolute propaganda to her now ex-husband. And by the comments, you can see that it's working pretty decent and well. Like, a lot of women will go after him after that. Like, it's very unlikely that she will have any success if she repents and tries to go back to him afterwards. He will probably will be in another relationship. I wouldn't if I was him, but he will probably be in another relationship.
Ex-husband, she still blames him for her unhappiness.
And she's also going off about, oh, we've tried therapy and we've tried this and we've tried that, and there's just still something missing. Ma'am, it's because it's missing in you. If he is such a wonderful man, if he is such an amazing dad and a wonderful provider and he treats you so well, stop looking at him, because it in him.
Put her phone down for a while. I pray her husband finds a grateful, beautiful, young woman that will love and appreciate him. I think an anonymous post on Reddit would have been more appropriate. I feel bad for her husband. I agree that she is the reason she feels unfulfilled. Yes, exactly. How much money have you made off this topic?
It isn't him. It's you. You're the problem. And you're going to go divorce this man, and you're going to get out in the world of dating, and you are going to severely regret your decision. Severely. Because I hope that man goes out there
much clear
and finds
for all the
somebody
reasons I stated
who is
before.
worth his time, who is worthy of him, because you sure aren't right now.
The only reason why everything her husband tried ended up failing was because she didn't want him to succeed. She just wanted more excuses to divorce him.
Imagine waking up and filming yourself bashing your husband to millions of strangers on the internet and calling it healing or being real. Babe, that's not vulnerability. That's violation. Marriage is one of the last sacred things we have left in this world. It's supposed to be private, protected, and prioritized. But social media has turned into this therapy group with, well, no credentials. And suddenly everybody thinks that their wedding vows come with an audience. Now Camille is going viral for saying she doesn't want to be married. Living in a home her husband provides, with the kids that he helps raise, and a life she wouldn't have without him. That's not brave, that's betrayal.
That's exactly what it is. That woman's husband did everything he could for her, and she turns around and talks about how badly she wants to divorce him to the entire planet. It's honestly none of the planet's business anyway.
And then her follow-up videos. Oh, we're having the best week ever. Yeah, that's called trauma bonding. You're on a high because you shook the foundation of your relationship and then you call it growth. I don't care if you got 2 million views or 10 million. You don't use your husband as a stepping stone to internet fame. That's not content. It's a cry for help and a slap in the face to, well, his real commitment. Imagine if he did that to you.
If a husband were to do that to his wife, then the entire internet would be in an uproar, demanding his head for being so ungrateful to a loving wife. But because she's the wife, it's not only acceptable, but it's also...
This is a creature that just came out directly from the depths of hell to earth and incarnated as a woman.
encouraged.
This is just one of many messages that my husband has gotten, asking people if they know that I posted the video. Yes, he knows. And yes, he knows 2 million people have seen it now. And he doesn't care. Neither of us care. We care about our relationship, which is why I posted about it, was to ask for advice. And since I posted, we have talked about it more.
I think it's very likely that he does cares. Yeah, but he's not gonna tell yet because I bet it's not that easy to just give up and throw a relationship with kids that, that easy like that. Easy as that? No, normal people, like good people, don't usually do that. So yeah, but she will be like marinating. I'm sorry. He might be marinating all these thoughts inside his head, and he might be even having nightmares at sleep because of that. And you're not gonna even notice because the guy will not say anything to you for not when having problems and discussions. It's probably what's gonna happen. I don't know. Okay, it's just my guess. It's just my opinion. And then maybe, just maybe one day, if you do not take this decision for yourself, the guy would just wake up suddenly and say, yeah, it's time to you to, to leave, or for me to leave. I don't know who is gonna, probably will be the one who's gonna leave. And yeah, that's it. It's over and blah, blah, blah. And farewell.
Not just with each other, but with people we know.
The messed up part is how she went on the internet to tell everyone she wanted to divorce her husband, her perfect husband, by the way. And only after it went viral did she talk to actual friends about it. And now she's acting like she's the victim when she created the whole mess to begin with.
Which has been...
Oh, yeah. You know how it is. You cannot expect accountability of these people. Never, ever. Just don't, okay? Just don't, Taylor. Like, it's impossible. There is no accountability at all.
Super nice. And honestly kind of freeing, because before...
Actually, we have to act like, to be very much surprised when, if once, at least once, this woman, like, take actual factual accountability for their wrongdoings without, like, without trying also share the guilty with someone else. Because even the fewer times that I've seen they taking accountability for the stuff they do, they usually do not take alone. They say, oh, I done this, but he also done so, blah 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 blah, etc. Like, they never take it alone when they do. Like, they share it, even when it's her entirely own fault alone. Like, they share the duty. They never take it accountability alone. And this is when the hair cases, because usually this is what happens. This right here, like 80% of cases, this right here is what happens. No accountability at all, and victimization. That's all. Like, entirely leftish propaganda.
Before I posted that video, it kind of felt like something that was not real, or I don't know, a secret or something, which obviously your relationship between your husband is between you and your husband. Okay, so I've had family and friends reach out, text me, specifically, and ask, like, am I okay? Like, you're getting destroyed in the comments, and...
She deserves to get destroyed in the comments. She has said multiple times that her husband has done nothing wrong, but she still insists on destroying his life and the lives of their children,
Reap
by
what
the
you
way.
saw.
Or like, I saw this video that somebody stitched. My cousin just sent me a video that somebody made on YouTube, not even on here.
And by the way, I'm sorry. It isn't actually even much to begin with. She's not, people are being so mean to her. No, not that much. To be honest, not that much. People are being very kind to her, yeah, to my opinion.
Saying mean things. And you guys, you're all entitled to your opinions. You guys can say whatever you want. But most of the things don't, like, bother me in the way that you think. Like, if they say something mean to me, I'm like, okay, that's your opinion. Like, if you've seen this video or parts of this video going around, and maybe you're curious on what is actually going on in my marriage and my relationship.
It's rather disturbing how she insists on giving updates to something that should just be between her and her soon-to-be ex-husband, but internet fame is more important than keeping their business private.
Then I want to, like, clear the air on a couple things. I posted this video on TikTok last week, maybe. Zero expectations of it blowing up like it has, and having millions of people see it, and having people, like,
Free
20,
Ryan.
30,000
Save your
people
private
comment,
Ryan.
and people stitching it and only taking parts of what I said and then kind of, like, going off on that.
There are plenty of channels who play the video in its entirety without any form of edits, so the reactions were spot on. She's clearly in the wrong and she just can't stand it.
And first off, I'm not complaining about people seeing and commenting on it, because I realize that
It's almost likely they just forgot. They erase off their minds what they said. Like, they say something, like, on the video that they are recording themselves, and the entire internet sees it, like, they have reactions to it, like, they give their comments, they record reactive videos, like this one, for example, and they just say no, it's not about that. Like if that never happened, if she herself didn't press the record button and started saying those words, spitting those filthy words out of her mouth to begin with, and then she just don't want to repeat what she said. She just want to pretend that she never spoke that, or she never spoke that way, and we are misunderstanding her words that are pretty much clear. And she's saying very, like, they don't even know how to say things in a complicated way because their mind is very small. So they say things, they speak things out of their filthy mouths, like in very simple way. So there is no way for you to misunderstand that. You know, like, that is it. Oh my god, this is so ridiculous. Let's keep watching.
I put it out to the internet. And so, whatever. If the internet wants to do what they do, then that's fine. But I do want my friends and family and people who know me to know what's going on, because we have been getting a lot of messages from people saying, like, did you see this video? Which, it's wild to me now that people are taking it and posting it on YouTube or Facebook or wherever, and, like, using it basically to their own advantage to, like, basically get views and stuff for themselves.
You cannot talk about that. You cannot talk about that because you are the very first to do that to your fucking husband, your evil creature. So no, don't talk about us.
Whatever.
This woman has posted several videos where she won't stop bringing up how many million views her original video got, but apparently people are using her own selfishness for their own benefit.
This is also such a funny double standard to me on the internet space, is that the reason why people are mad, like, about my video is, well, there's a lot of reasons, but one is that, like, I shouldn't be talking about it on the internet because it's hurting my husband, right? Like, this moral code of, like, I shouldn't talk about things that are hard for me because it's, like, gonna hurt somebody else. And I get that. But then they get on and stitch my video and say horrible, rude things about me.
The biggest difference is that she put her husband on blast for being too perfect. People are pointing out how selfish and ungrateful she is, and that's somehow worse than her humiliating her husband online. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new.
Before we go any further, I want to take this brief moment here to thank all of you, my patrons, that support my work here on YouTube, and especially my 3-tailed fox tier members, Heath Rowell, Wallen Wolf, Fenny Sylvy, and Zalost, for the incredible support to my work. Thank you very, very much. You guys are amazing. Also, thanks to all of you who supported me through Ko-Fi or Tron. Thank you very, very much. You can support this channel life and growth with just $5 a month and gain access to many perks. This is less than a burrito. Check out my Patreon. Link is in the description below. I could say millions, like millions of things about it. No, of course I'm over-exaggerating. But I could say at least, like, I don't know, more 40, 50 things about it. But, I mean, it's worthless. We are already 30 minutes recording. I think we've had enough, like, I mean, if I go in anything further, I will probably lose myself here and say, and then I would really say mean things here, very mean things to her, that she deserves to listen. But she's already on victimization mode, and I think she suffered. I would say she suffered enough, but I would be lying to myself. Maybe to all the people out there, maybe she suffered enough. For me, I think it's far from enough. But yeah, it's an opinion thing, you know. Like, yeah. Oh, Mizuki, but you're so evil. Well, it's just my opinion. You can have yours, and yeah. I mean, I think. Forget it. Let's end this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check the links below. Patreon, Discord, Ko-Fi, Tron. Support me so I can get the fuck out of here. And I see y'all guys in the next one. Bye.